Yo! Hi. Welcome back. Jesus, it's been a while since I've made a building video. It's kind of interesting, the last time I made a building video was Memory, which ended like a month or two ago. Anyway, today we're going to be doing something fun. We're going to be doing something really cool. I'm currently participating in a collab. And this collab is a YATAGARASU remake. You might have actually heard of the team that is hosting this. The team's called 24 Central. If my internet works today. Yep, there it is. You might have heard of this. Bloodbath made in 24 hours, Phobos made in 48 hours, Unearthed Zodiac made in 48 hours, and this level, which I have a part in, I actually showcased my part on this channel. Anyway, these levels are pretty cool, and I'm participating in the next one of these levels, which is, as you can see, YATAGARASU. I've made a copy of YATAGARASU as well as the layout, because today I will be making a part in YATAGARASU 24, where I have to make a single part in 24 hours, apart from the fact that I actually only have about 11 hours, because it's 1 PM. Anyway, I am going to be remaking, let me open YATAGARASU. I'm going to be remaking this part, which is Anubis. This is a pretty cool part. Let me actually play through it. Okay, so here is Anubis's part, which I will be remaking and sort of doing my own sort of deco for it. It's kind of hard. I mean, I haven't played YATAGARASU much. We got a little triple spike here. Got a little buff timing. Oh, and we got a straight fly. And we got a little ball. And there we go. That is the next part. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let me try out the layout real quick. So this is the layout. It's kind of hard to play. Yeah, no, surprise, surprise. I have not beaten YATAGARASU. Who would have known? Okay, there we go. So that is the part I'll be remaking. I'm not sure why. Okay, whatever. Right, the host has said the following. I can either keep the gameplay the exact same, don't have to change it, or I can remake the gameplay, but sort of keep it similar to the original, which I think that's a bit of a better option, because I kind of want to remake it slightly. Now, here's the thing. I've never used this before, but apparently there's this thing called offset, which, okay, that's cool. I didn't know that existed. So I'm just going to do that, and then for the color, I'm going to use an offset 41. Yeah, great. Okay, good. Okay, let's start building. Again, I'm going to remake the gameplay, but keep it sort of the same. This is 1x speed. So it starts off with like a bit of a slope, going into a bit of a spike. I might make that spike a little bigger, like this. Yeah, that's a nice start. And then it goes into a couple of orbs, but I think I might make those different orbs. So I might do something along the lines of this instead. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, then it goes into a big size portal, but I think I'll keep it mini just for now. I'll go into this pad. Also, I want to put some spikes up here, so you have to click the orb early. That's way too easy. I can even like do maybe something like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, nice. Then we have this blue pad right here. And then I want to go into a big size portal here, and then press like a spider orb. Since we're in 2.2, we can do that now instead of it being 2.0. YATAGARASU is 2.0, fun fact. And then I'm gonna go into maybe like a dash orb. Make that a bit of a late timing maybe. I didn't even mean to do that, but yeah, that's what we're doing now. Make that a late timing. I'll put maybe like a spike here with a block here, so you have to land on that, but I'll make that a bit harder. I'll make you have to jump from this, and then do like a gravity portal, red jump orb. Make this gravity portal a little smaller. That matches the music as well, which is nice. You know, that's always good. And then I will do something like this. Make that a really hard timing. Yeah, maybe something like that. And then maybe go into a bit of a ship portal, do some straight fly, maybe do something like this. I'm just gonna make the gameplay really hard. It's not gonna be good gameplay because I never make good gameplay, but you know. Then I might make you go into a cube, and I might make you go into a maybe like a timing like this. So I have to press that like a timing. And then go into a triple spike, because there's a triple spike in the original part, and I want to keep that, because, yeah. Might do a bit of UFO spam, maybe? I don't know. And then maybe, like here, there's like a portal. Which goes into this, like, Q portal. With a big size portal. And then I want to go into maybe something like this, and then do a green orb. Kind of like that. And maybe make that a late timing as well. So you have to fit into that gap right there. And I might maybe, instead of making those blocks, I might just make those spikes instead. Maybe something like that. Yep, that looks cool. And then maybe do like something like this with like a spike on it. And I might do one last timing. Like this. There we go. That is going to be my part. Great, great. Let me try a no clip. There we go. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I think it's a little bit too easy though. I might buff it a little bit. Yeah, I feel like this is good. This is good. I like this. I'm gonna start decorating. In order to start decorating, I'm just gonna do a couple of very simple things. I'm going to set the background to be a very dark red because obviously, right? Then I'm going to set the ground color to be copy color background with some lowered brightness. I'm going to start by doing is I'm going to make this outline, and what I kind of want to do is I want to make the object color black. Let's see how that looks like. I mean, maybe. Let's see how it was in YATAGARASU. In the actual YATAGARASU. Oh, the outline was just very red. First of all, I noticed there's a bunch of ground spikes. So I feel like we should do the ground spikes. I'm going to make the object color just very red. Yeah, that's good. A bunch of ground spikes overlapping everything. So that's sort of what I'm going to go for. I'm going to use these round ground spikes because I like them a lot. Okay, I have an idea now. I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to take these ones, all of these ground spikes. I'm going to select 50% of them. Maybe actually a bit less. Let's use like 33.3, which is basically 29 objects. 29 random objects. I'm going to get rid of them, and instead I'm going to use bushes. Great, so now that we have these spikes in here, I actually have to make them all of them T4 as well. I will now sort of adjust the heights of them so you can see it, see everything. Let me actually, wait, let me have an idea. Let me put these ground spikes on group 401, right here. And let me give them an area move, because I like area move. It makes me happy. I'm going to do a bit of this. Do a length of maybe like 75. Ease it in, out. And then maybe use XY mode, because that's a bit easier for my brain. 30. That's not really what I want. Bigger length, maybe like 125. And then movement -20. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. There we go. I sort of copy pasted the ground spikes to everything, and that sort of even buffed a few parts as well, which is kind of neat. I like how this part is looking so far. What I might do is I might have like... okay, let's try this. So I'm going to use the allium mod to sort of draw some lines. Not sure exactly how this is going to work, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, I think that's kind of neat. I will now proceed to do the same thing for the top. Yeah, that's kind of neat, actually. I like that. Yeah, that's kind of neat. I kind of want to do a shader now as well, before I get to the block design, which I'm kind of stalling a little bit. But I kind of want to do a shader now. Let me do a... lens circle. There we go. Found it. That took way too long. Yeah, that's a lot better. I want to do a UI trigger. Let's do group ID 44 and 45. Center. I will now use a guide camera trigger. Make that group 45. Instead, I want to have some glow around the screen, because I like using glow on UI trigger. I think it looks neat. I like doing this. Yeah, next free. Let me make that black. Blending. Do the same on the top. But instead, maybe I might warp it a little bit. Put that on the top. There we go. And make that 404 actually, as well as 406, because I might use that later. So 40. Let me try this. So let me use group 406 HSV background fade out brightness. Yeah, you can see it sort of pulse a little bit, and maybe fade out of another 3. And then maybe make the screen like darker once the part ends. Which is why I wanted to use another group for the glow as well. So do a bit of this. Put that on 404 as well as 407. Make that black. Toggle off 407. Yep, nice. And let me also do a nice fade out to my part as well, because these ground spikes just cutting up I feel like isn't the best idea. So instead I might do like, I don't know, something like that, and then maybe round that off with like one of these guys. There we go. Okay, I feel as though it's actually time for not the block design. I fooled you. I'm gonna do some background pulses. Well, there's these chains, and there's these saw blades as well. I feel like the chains are going to be the biggest part of it as well. There's also some structures like inside of the ground spikes, which is kind of cool. I might do that as well. Actually, now that I think of it, I feel like the lines that I drew, these lines that I drew, I feel like they should be changed instead. I feel like that would look a lot cooler and also a lot nicer because, you know, the area fade. So yeah, I think I'm gonna replace those with chains, which that's gonna take me a while. Anyway, okay, let's get started. Okay, I think I've placed all the chains that I need. I think it looks pretty nice. Let me use practice mode. Okay, great. Now I think it's time to start actually, you know, putting in the outlines. This is gonna be fun and exciting, and also very fun, and also very exciting. Right, now what I want to do is maybe a spike design, and let me just go into actual YATAGARASU, maybe take a bit of inspiration from that spike design. There aren't really a lot of spikes, but once I see one, they're kind of like, ooh, okay, I see, right? We've got some of these ice spikes as well, which they look pretty cool. And that's kind of it. Okay. How about, I'm thinking, let's use the ice spike, scale it down, like they did in the actual level, and then I want to put a bit of my own twist on it. Let's use a 2.0 fire animation. That can look cool if colored properly. So now I'm gonna link this together. Let's make a variant for this small spike and also this half spike here as well. Okay, I've sort of made the actual spikes, and I feel like, oh wait, actually, I'm gonna swap these. Yeah, like this. I couldn't resist, bro. I'm sorry. That fire is just so funny to me. I love using that 2.0 fire in my levels. Link all of these together, and we just copy paste them to every spike. Cool. Okay, I want to work on the portal design because, yeah, I just kind of want to, really. Alright, let's think of a quick portal design to do. I kind of want to use these saw blades. I used this in another level of mine. I think it was dry oak. Let me actually see if I can find it. I think it was in this part. Yeah, I used these sort of like saw blades at the back here to sort of make a portal design, which I think is pretty cool and pretty creative. So I might want to do the same here. Yeah, let me think of something. Maybe I'll use actually the same thing. So just stack all of these on top of each other and just put them on B1 and then put them on no touch. That works well, but I also want to put a piece of glow behind that as well. Maybe like on B1, so it's in front of saw blades but behind the portal. Maybe scale it up a little bit. Yeah, that's good. If I just slow down the saw blades rotation. Okay, neat. I'm gonna copy and paste this to all of the other portals as well. Okay, now I'm gonna do the orb design. Let's use this orb right here. Let me get rid of preview shaders so you can actually see it. Yep, that's good. Let me move this saw blade. Okay, this orb. Let's see how I would decorate this. I think I'm gonna go with some of these guys, actually. I think that would be pretty cool and pretty neat for an orb design. If I just do that, copy and paste, rotate it. Yeah, that could work, honestly. Okay, let's try this. If I make this like the object color, just very, very red, and then I could take the smaller ones, and then I could do the same thing, and then I can layer it above it, make it black. How does that look? That looks kind of cool, actually. I think that works as a design, orb design. It's 19 objects, but there's not that many orbs in the level. Okay. let's make the block design. I want to make this a sort of 2.0 block design as well. So I might use these sort of industrial kind of blocks. Make the inside black. That looks kind of cool, honestly. Yeah, okay. Okay. That looks cool. What else? Oh, I guess these bricks objects. I want to put those in as well. Maybe as like a backing block. That's kind of a neat block design, I can't lie. That looks really cool. If I just like get rid of these guys right here. That's a neat block design. Okay, I want to put some 3D on it as well. Yeah, no, that's a neat block design. I like that one a lot. Okay, let me try and copy and paste this to all of the other blocks in that case. Okay, so I may just realize that maybe using these brick objects for everything doesn't work. So I might switch some of these out for these, like, bricks right here that use the same color. So I'm going to use the same trick that I did earlier, which is take this guy right here. First of all, let's copy color and paste state, paste state and paste color. Now we copy the values. We then take all of these guys. We take paste state. We do object ID. Paste. And, oh no, wait, I did it wrong. First you take 50% of these objects. Then you do that, and then you do paste color as well. I can't see a difference with them. Yeah, I think it's fine anyway. I think that's honestly like just about my block design done. I might take this layer. Okay. I feel like this block design is good, but I feel like it just needs some glow because obviously. And no, I've decided I'm not gonna do 3D because there's not really a point in doing 3D. Doesn't really work. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm not sure what I'm gonna do actually. I kinda wanna make like a background. Let's see how that goes. I wanna do like another like 2.0 kind of background. Let's try using one of these. Yeah, great. And then we could use the background blending color for that maybe. I'm just gonna sort of use these pillars to just put in the background, and it's gonna act as like a custom background. Obviously it's not moving yet, but I'm gonna make it move, obviously. Now I think I'm just gonna copy this and then just do that because I'm lazy. I like being lazy. Anyway, I'm gonna put this on group. I've got to have an offset. Sorry. Yeah, group 408. You can see 408, and I'm just gonna make it move. Let me actually make this like 0.2 so it moves a bit slower. That's great, that's exactly what I want. And then what I might do is I might do another layer of those. Put it behind that one. Scale it down and then make it move slower. So let's make that be group 409. Get rid of 409, and then let me actually take these triggers up here. Alright, I'm gonna do a 409, make that opacity 0.3, and then 409, that's gonna be on mod 0.1. So it's kind of like a parallax effect. It's kind of hard to notice, but it just adds a bit more variety as well, which is always good. This is good. This is good. I'm liking this. What I feel like I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna make a sword design. Yes! Yeah, I actually really like that sword blade design. Okay, now I'm just gonna make a smaller variant of this Okay, and I think with that, my part should be done. So I have successfully succeeded in making my part in 24 hours, and not only that, I actually managed to do it in just about 6 hours. I'm pretty proud of this part. I think it looks cool. I think the gameplay is nice, apart from this dash or click, because it's disgusting, but I don't care. Also, I'm pretty sure there's not a verifier for this level. I'll post a screenshot of me asking the host. So if anyone wants to verify this, go on if it's an open verification. But yeah, I'm very proud of this part that I made, and I want to thank all of you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next building video that hopefully doesn't take too long to release because I have an idea for it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.